Oh, hello everyone. We're going to be ranking the Bloodlines. I believe this is all of them. Uh, I'm not going to really try and do the moves of all of these because there's just way too many moves for me to go over and just... Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's just way too many moves for me to try and go over and, show. So, I'm just going to, explain what they do. Well, I don't believe that any of this stuff is actually just in order, so I'm gonna look at the bloodlines, and I'm gonna start with like the eyes, and then go on from there. So, the Joke. We have, what is this? Freaking Air Blast, Rotation, and 128 Palms. Now, you can actually see the description of all of these. The Air Blast is like the best move in this, and the 128 Palm is probably the worst move of this. So, yep. All of this stuff just takes more and more chi every single time you go into a further transformation. This is what it all looks like. And not every single thing on this page is going to actually have this. So, yeah. Now, if you want to actually go onto this wiki, I'll just leave a link to it in the description, or I'll throw up a card. Well, doesn't matter. Anyway, thinking about a ranking of this. It's not the best. It's not an S tier. It's not... Okay, I think I could put it on a C tier and be happy. Or satisfied. You have Arahaki Joke, which is just a better version of it. All of its moves just do more damage, I'm pretty sure. And they hit better. And actually, hold on, let me just double check if I can see it on this. Nope. Okay, let me close this, and then open up Arahaki Joke. I was thinking that this was, whatever the next one after 128 was. I think it's 206, 258, or 256. But I guess not. I mean, it just does more damage, the moves have a larger AoE, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a slightly better version of it. Next up is the Akuma, and I'm wanting to put it on S, but I'm going to put it on A. The reason I say this is, you do have an invincibility / dodge move, which is the last move, and then you have a full Susanoo, which I believe does not have the same drain as the other ones, unless it was recently changed, of course. This is all version 40 plus, but, well, for this tier list, it's all version 40 plus. So yeah, that Susanoo is the reason why I give it the A plot rank. Without it, it'd probably be a very high C rank, or maybe even a low B rank. And next up, we have, what is this, Iron Sand? This used to be, wait, no, hold on, what am I doing? I said I was going to go by the freaking, eye bloodlines first. Doke. Pretty bad, actually. Pretty bad. It's very bad, actually. The one Genjutsu it has does not last for very long, and if it does last for very long, they are attacking anyway, so you can't really get any like taijutsu moves in, or unless you get lucky and get the first hit in. Aside from that, I mean, the Blood Dragons move is just another dragon move. By the way, actually, I think you can summon like up to 20 dragons or something like that now, if you got every single bloodline and that has a dragon, and then all the elements that have dragons, which is actually more now. So it's probably closer to 25. Anyway, I mean, I'll take a look at it. That was weird. So yeah, here you can see the descriptions of all of these. And, I mean, this one's pretty cool. It's not great. It does very little damage for me, but it's okay. And, yeah, I mean, this Blood Dragons, it summons like 5 Blood Dragons, I think, or 4. So yeah, let's take a look. Right here. 1, 2, 3. 3. Huh. Weird. The second mode is... yeah, you get a separate melee. So that's pretty cool, I guess. And what's the first mode's thing? Well, whatever. I guess they're both the same. Anyway. Next up would be Bankai Akuma. Debatably better than the normal Akuma, if I could actually drag it. Okay. You could interchange these in my eyes. I can interchange these. The reason for this is this can drain 2000 mode on hit, but it's also insanely difficult to get the full Susanoo now, especially now that they made all the Susanoo's move like twice or 30 times as fast for no reason. And they didn't nerf the damage, no, they just made the move way faster, making it just really annoying to fight. I mean, the first move, I believe, is the dodge, just like Uriser Akuma's first move, and then you teleport back to where you were originally. The second move is a Genjutsu, a very long Genjutsu in my eyes. Honestly, it lasts for a little bit too long. Now, the reason I say this is because this is like a 5 or 6 second stun, in which the user of this can just use literally anything. Actually, they could use like 3 moves, I think, and that's pretty much just game over. Especially if you're outside of the ring or arena, because they're going to be dealing way more damage. And then the third move is just some small AoE. Well, I say small, but it's actually quite decently sized. But small AoE tracking fireballs that, you know, fly to the enemies that are nearby. Yeah. It does some decent damage if I remember right. And then it gives them the Amaterasu burning effect. Already went over Arahaki Joke. Now Forged Akuma. People really dislike this, and I don't understand why, personally. This is actually pretty decent. The first move, although it used to be better, I will admit, it used to be a lot better. The first move, I believe, just temporarily teleports nearby enemies to another dimension for a few seconds, damaging them, giving them another time to charge. Oh yeah, so that just teleports people to a different dimension, giving you, you know, some recovery time, which is actually really decent because it's like 6 seconds. Also, it does, if they are using full Susanoo, it still keeps draining their mode. Or if they're standing on water, I believe it even drains their chi. So, yeah. Or if they're jumping, I think they can't I don't think they regenerate anything at all. So, yeah. Warps nearby enemies, causing them to disappear for a few seconds while being stunned. The enemy will also have their vision distorted while they are stunned. Your screen goes blue, and whenever you come out of it, you're sitting, and yeah, I mean, I think? No? Control, hold on. Yeah, control right there, this one. Alright, just wait for the GIF to... Okay, no. The one that you're sitting is the first move. So, understandably, this is not amazing. This one, Reality Style Warp. Upon activation, if the user is hit by an attack, they will dodge the attack and the enemy will be warped and disappear for a few seconds. This used to be really OP. Whenever this was shown off by the developers, Rel Games, this used to deal like 17,000 per hit, and if you got hit with something like, I believe the second move of Fire, something that hits a lot, the first move of Wind, it would just destroy their health, and it just was broken. I believe it got nerfed now, so, yeah. Now, this, for the ranking, you know, I don't see much use in it. It's a high C tier, though. Maybe even a B tier, but uh, for the eyes, it's not amazing. And personally, it's just kind of boring, I guess. The first move is insane. The second move is just kind of for a counter. And then the third move, which originally was a just dodge, which was really good, they just kind of removed it. The full Susanoo is just subpar, I guess. It's kind of average, I say. Let me just close that. Now, the Ryan Akuma is the Sasuke's, Sharingan, obviously. But first move, you dodge, it's a dodge, and then... Wait. Oh, it's a counter. Okay, cool. I forgot about that. Oh, whoops. The second move is... What is this? Yeah. The second move is actually really decent. But, like, there's 3 other things that have it, I think. And I'll go over one of those, I believe, later. And it's basically a Chidori, except it explodes, and, the AoE is a little bit better than a normal Chidori, obviously, because it explodes. Purple Lightning also has this, and I think a few other things also have it. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. It doesn't have too much special aside from that. Now, this is not great. It glitches a lot, I've noticed. Unless it was fixed, it glitches a lot. The arrows will just kind of stay there. If you're in war mode, if you played war mode a lot, you'd see just random arrows just kind of floating around. That was definitely from Ryan Akuma's, third move. Or the full Susanoo boss of Ryan Akuma. But yeah, I mean, again, full Susanoo. Most of these are really not great because they drain so much. In fact, I think it actually got nerfed recently, or like not the actual thing, but the drain maybe got nerfed. Let's double check. Yes, it did. It went from 200 to 100, or maybe that's just for Riser Akuma, which I'm currently using because I want to level it up. But yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's certainly good. It's just not great. Where is it? Right here. Low B tier. Only reason I say it's better than this is because it just automatically has a counter move, and then the Chidori is actually really good. The third move isn't awful, but yeah. The form is kind of better. All of these, like, these custom ones, like Ryan, Riser, Satori, Forged, and the other one, I don't remember. Is it Bankai? All of these give the same buffs on their 4th form and 3rd form. Well, all of their forms give the same buffs, I believe. And yeah, they're just all the same, aside from different looking Susanuos and different skills. Moving right on along, Satori Akuma. This is like, I can automatically rate this because, well, if I can, there we go. I can automatically rate this as the highest A tier, or maybe, yeah, maybe right here. These are interchangeable. The reason I say this is the C spec on the transformation after the 3rd transformation to the 4th transformation. Easily deals 100k, 120k. If you can land all of it, and the AoE is really cool. I think it looks cool as well. So yeah, these two are just both immortal or invincibility forms, and they're actually pretty decent. And this summons clones. So yeah. By the way, if you didn't know dueling, if you use a clone in there, it gets set to max level, and it deals, well, it doesn't deal much more damage, but it is set to max level, and it has a lot more health. It has the same health as somebody at max level. So, if you run into somebody who's using a clones inside of the duel arena, try and be careful, because those things are very hard to kill. In fact, just don't waste your time on trying to kill them, just focus on the person. Although that could get you screwed over if they use the clone rush. So, anyway. This is a counter, this is a dodge. And then this is a really powerful stun. It, on top of stunning the player that gets hit by it, it also sits them, which means they get stunned for like 3 to 4 times as long as just a normal stun. It is insane, and I honestly think that it should be changed. It shouldn't sit the person, and like, it's just stupid. I don't think that it should stun people that badly. That's why it's so good. Tengoku. If I remember correctly, this used to be like one of the best things, but now it's just kind of weak. This is probably the best move of it. This is probably my least favorite move of it, and this is just kind of average. I don't like it though. Now, the transformation is cool because of the melee attack. It does a lot of damage, or it shows a lot of damage. The C-spec, however, is insane in war. That is why I'm going to leave it on a high C tier, maybe. Where is it? There it is. Maybe even a low B tier. But it's no longer as good as some of these things. The new Bloodlines are insane right now because things like Glacier, wherever that is, it's right here, needs to be revamped, and it's not getting it revamped. Well, it might be. I think the C-spec or the Z-spec is actually getting added to it, so that's cool. But they really desperately need a revamp because it's just, they're not that great. But the Kami Blade for me doesn't do much damage. Or, well, maybe I should try it out again later, but it just doesn't do much damage. Or it just targeted one enemy is why I don't like it. So yeah, moving along. Next up we have Rengoku. It is the Renegon, basically. And the first move is insane. The second move is not that great, I guess. And the third move, it's okay. It's not really that great. It's usable. It's good, I guess. Each of these have different things. The first move is just a basic, little, ranged attack that explodes. What is this? This is, yeah, the one that has a little stun. It's decent. I don't think it drains mode. I think it, well, it might drain mode. It either drains mode or chakra, but we'll have to see. This is not great, and this is, I rarely ever get to see any people use this, ever, because it just never effectively works, because if you see that and you know what it does, then you just stop and wait for a few seconds. Also, on top of this, this mode drains like 80 mode per second, which is almost on par with a freaking full Susanoo minus the normal drain. So yeah, this one, the last one, this is insane. It is like, it has such a long stun, and I think it even takes mode or something like that. Chi, maybe. Oh, huh, well then, maybe not. That's weird. I thought it took mode or Chi, but those are the three things that are just really good with it, which gets it a low B tier. Well, maybe. The first move definitely gets it up there. But yeah, Sengoku. Sengoku itself is really good. However, it's compared to not a lot of things, or well, a lot of really good things, so it's not great. Now, this move is actually quite great because you can get up and out of a lot of hitboxes just by using it, and it has 25-second cooldown and it's instantaneous, so there's no hand signs, you just use it. Meaning, it is very good. A lot of things that have just instantaneous activates, which is like most counter moves, are just insane, because you can just spam those and they can't stop you, even if you're in the middle of a combo. Like, you get a split second to use anything. Then you use something like this and you're just out of the hitbox. It's great, especially if you use something like where is it? Wherever it is. Oh, Kenichi's first move. and then you land, and then you get launched up into the air, then you can just get out of all of their hitboxes. Of course, if they're blocking, then, I mean, they won't be affected by the lightning. Although, well, whatever. The second move, it pulls anyone nearby to a little spot, and, I mean, it's okay. It's good for combos, I guess. Well, not even that, because they're way above you. You can't really land anything. The counter is just a basic counter. It also stuns. Okay, that's different. It stuns. The second move takes like 200 mode, maybe less now, if they nerfed it. And then the 60 or 80 per second that it takes originally. So, I mean, eh. Oh, it has a Q move? I forgot about that. Well, I mean, it doesn't really change much. I completely forgot it even had those, but the transformations themselves are pretty basic. At least this one. This one is insanely just a copy and paste of Sengoku, or not Sengoku, Tengoku. And that's what I feel like is an issue right now. A lot of these bloodlines are just copy and paste of some other move. Like, especially something like Riser Akuma, that's just has half the moves copied from Bankai Akuma. And then something like, let's see. Well, we're not even going to talk about how Shizen and Raikon Shizen are literally just the exact same thing, but one's red. You know, Sabaru literally just spawns clones. Sand is actually quite unique. Shadow's unique. Sound just has literally basic moves that are just, you know, giant purple things. But if I were to rate this, I mean, it's insanely good. It's better than Tengoku, yeah. Why? What the heck is that? There we go. It's better than Tengoku, without a doubt. Better than Ryon. If you can use it right, it's better than Joke, but or Arahaki Joke. So, I mean, I'll leave it there. Next up, we have Riser Akuma. I'll go ahead and close that. Riser Akuma, the first move is really good, and the second move is decent. The second move is a stun. I don't know how long this lasts, but I mean, if it lasts as much time as the Bankai Akuma does, then it is really good. If it does not, and it's like a 2 or 3 second stun, then I mean, it's decent because you teleport to them, but it's not amazing. So yeah. The third move stops people from charging their chi, which is decent, I guess. But I mean, what's the point in that? The times that you're gonna want somebody to not be charging their chi are like minimal, I guess, at best. You're pretty much never gonna need you're never gonna need somebody to not be charging their chi. It's such a weird effect for you to add because it just doesn't do much. So I mean, the right mouse button, the C, takes 4,000 or 2,000 mode. Same for the Bankai Akuma. And the full Susanoo is literally just black Bankai Akuma. Or, yeah, Bankai Akuma. The issue that I have right now is so many moves are just copied and pasted from older moves. And some not even that old. Like, you can look at all the new elements that he added, although I guess elements are very old, but all the new elements that were added are just, half of the moves are just copied straight from the other ones. So, what's even the point if they're literally just copied of them? So, I mean, whatever. Riser Akuma, however, maybe a copy of Bankai Akuma, but they're best paired together, I guess. No. it doesn't matter because you can't use both of the C-specs to drain as much mode as you want. They're pretty much the same then. So, yeah. That's why I'm putting it there. Renshiki, I'm gonna rate this now because it's awful. No, I'll leave it on low seed here. The reason I say this is one of the moves are limited to using the transformation, and you'll rarely see somebody using the transformation and then using the skills for said transformation. So the way that this first move works is it absorbs any incoming ninjutsu, and then you get a massive speed boost. And yeah, I think it's on par with the Senko speed boost. So yeah. This one, you just, kind of do a shock slam style move and it explodes. Which this is the only unique one that was new recently. Past 30, everything was not unique at all. And at least had 2 moves that were just copies from other ones. The Kami Bomb, also unique, because there's none of them that actually throws a giant spirit bomb, This one is actually decent, I guess. It's kind of like a shock slam move. I say that because shock slam was the first one to be added that looked like it, I believe at least. The Q move is similar to the second move of Sengoku, but I mean, only being able to use 2 of these moves while you're out in the transformation, not great. Although, I mean, I guess I could probably bump it up. It's definitely better than Arahaki Joke. Is it better than Sengoku or Tengoku though? But maybe right behind Tengoku. So yeah, there you go. Although that might be just a clouded judgment because it's brand new and I never tried it. Although that's the only thing that I haven't tried yet because I mean, I guess I just haven't gotten lucky enough to get it. So I mean, there's only 2 things that I'm missing: the acid and then or whatever the new thing is, Renshiki and acid. The only 2 things that I'm missing right now. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Kokotsu, and I'm gonna rate it automatically as a yeah. So the third move stuns. That's decent. The second move does really low damage. The first move does really low damage. The transformation is not decent at all. I actually really like this whenever I tried it out. That's so weird. Anyway, but yeah, moving on to Senko. There's normal Senko. I can rate most of these really old ones because they've been in the game for so long. Oh, maybe even this. Okay, yeah, that works. Actually, are there anything here that I'd consider as... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's only going to be like 3 things that are in S tier, so I'm throwing you into S tier. Only because I really like it. This is all personal, like, opinions and stuff. So, yeah. Next up, Senko. Really basic. Probably actually the best Senko, ignoring the mode. So, yeah. Kaijin. This is Sarutobi. I'm sorry if anyone likes some of these that I'm putting on D tier, or F tier, sorry. These are just really bad. It's kind of self-explanatory. But yeah, Minakami. Minakami is also just kind of bad. Although I guess the poison's decent. The first move does poison, or the second move poisons. Man. Some of these do need revamps though. They're just awful now. Azarashi. I've seen somebody do some really good combos with it. but like, it's just not great compared to some of the new stuff now. Wherever it is, what does it look like? Oh, I see. I'm blind? Yeah. D tier. I don't think I need to explain any of these because it's just they don't do good damage at all. Also, you get both transformations at 600, that's pretty cool. And also, this move doesn't hit all of the enemies in the range all the time. So, yeah. Moving on. Shadow. Karada. Shadow actually did recently get a revamp, so that's wherever Shadow is, right there. Right there. It's not great, it's not bad. But, I mean, is it really worth giving it, like, a really good rank, so. And Transformation actually does have a spec now. And this stun is insane. So, yeah. Moving right along, Karada. This mode should give you a flight, honestly. It's just to make it, like, slightly better. But Karada is... yeah. There's a lot of old things that are just straight into the F tier. The last move for it is hilarious, though. I won't even lie. It is a very funny move. But yeah, I don't even think the C-Spec gets a, or I don't even think the transformation gets a spec. So that's depressing. Alright, I'm just going to start opening all of these because I want to get through this a little bit faster. Raikon Shizen's just a better normal Shizen. Wherever it is right here. It has interruptible move. The first move is interruptible to any jutsu cast. Unless it's an instantaneous thing. And even then. Some of them that have very short casts can still get interrupted with it. So, that first move is very good. I'm gonna might as well put this one right behind it because it's literally just the same exact thing except green. But the second move is a stun for a fairly long time. It's a sleep stun, so if you've never fought the Seven Tails boss, you know that it is a very annoying boss to fight. And just be careful if you have never fought it and you don't know how to fight it. Just don't stand in front of it, I guess. Use flight moves. Use sand. That works. This is just a worse normal Senko. The first move is an invincibility, the second move is a copy of the Dio Senko second move. Or, well, did I say the second move? Second move is a copy of the Dio Senko, or normal Dio Senko. Normal Senko second move. That's the word I'm looking for. The third move is just a copy of the third move of normal Senko. So yeah, everything else is just, you know, slightly unique, but it's just a counter and a C-Spec that's very similar to it. This is not good at all. Well, it's not that it's not good. Did I rank that thing that I was just rambling about how bad it is? Dio Senko. Or is this Dio Senko? Hold on. I don't even remember the looks of it because I haven't used it in a while. Yes. It's just a worse normal Senko. Wanizame. It's pretty bad. It's not this bad, though. I don't know why I had that so high up in ranking compared to other F ranks or D ranks. But hey, I mean, this apparently takes chi away from anyone who stays in it, but it just doesn't. For it looking like an AoE move, it doesn't actually hit everything in AoE at once. So, nope, okay, never mind. Forget that, I guess. Okay, so the Z-Spec does this, And you can use moves while in it, but if somebody is standing on top of that, I believe that it also just drains their chi as if they were on water. So yeah, that's decent, I guess. You know, whenever I was PvPing with somebody, we were like just using randomly or random stuff. It was a friend, but we were just using random bloodlines and only the bloodlines. They tried using this, or I tried using this, and it was awful. They couldn't land any moves. Oh yeah, it was me. Well, I'm not saying that because I can't land moves. It's just the hitbox on the moves are really bad. But it's a really good F tier, I'd say. And yeah, Shizen. I mean, it's okay. I already ranked it, but I mean, I just don't like it. Glacier is awful. I hope it gets a revamp and like it actually is decent, but it's just awful. I don't even want to explain how bad it is, but they actually added a mode attack or spec for the mode, but the damage is very low. And I don't even think the transformation gives any speed, so it's just eh. If somebody fights you with this, and you at least have fought 2 times or more, you're probably going to win. It's such a bad thing. This is actually really cool. I like it. It's not amazing. Oh, maybe I actually might put it up here. Its stuns are really good. If you're fighting with somebody, oh whoops. If you're fighting with another player, the stuns are better than Shadow. So yeah, if you're teaming up against somebody, then this is probably the best move, the best thing to use. Because not only does the third and second move stun, but also the C-spec stuns. The C-spec is probably the best one. Because there's a massive AoE that you get, and then you damage them again afterwards. So yeah, it's insane. For stuns, at least. But yeah. Did I already rank it? Yes, I did. Okami, if I can remember correctly, this is really not great. Is it better than Dokei, though? Maybe. Maybe? No. At that point, it's just no. The first move is just... It deals decent damage, okay-ish damage. The second move does very low damage, and the third move also does very low damage. But hey, at least you can run away with those, I guess. But the issue with the first move is that you can't use anything with it. So you're just kind of screwed whenever it comes to that. So yeah. Azum Senko, Konsho, Sabaru, Kenichi, and Dangan. These are all relatively new ones. And they're all really decent, I guess. Azum Senko is awful. It's a way worse Dio Senko. The third move is a Senko Storm kind of move. It's not good for the C-spec. This is a counter. This is really bad, honestly. This is actually, like, way awful. The time stop is... What is it? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hairstyle. Palm Blast? What? Oh, okay. That's what it means. This. Maybe I'll rank the elements later, but it's whatever. Now, again, most of these moves are just copied from normal Senko, but the reason why I say it's bad is because it doesn't actually have a time stop, like both of these do, the third move, and it does very little damage. This, however, is insane. This is going very high rank wherever it is. Here it is. Better, better, better. I mean, it drains chi, so it is like on par with these. Like, very much chi. It takes almost all the chi from the other person. If you can land this and this together, it is insane. And then even if you land the C-spec too. The thing is, it takes like 70 or 80% of their chi, so it just shreds it. I kind of feel bad for whenever I use it, because it just does so little, or so much chi damage. So yeah. Personally, I've had a lot of bad experiences with this. On top of the max level of it being 1300, I mean, it's a very good one, but the max level being 1300, and it's insanely difficult to train up. At least before they added story missions, which makes a lot of stuff a lot easier to train, like Tailed Beasts. I'd recently got my own 5 Tails maxed. So, yeah. This is just not great. I don't like it. Kenichi, actually though, yeah. I think I can confidently put it up there. The second move is the only reason why you want to do this. It only takes stamina, meaning you won't need to charge your chi in order to use it. The mode has the highest buff to health in the game. No other form gives you more than 3,000 health. Actually, no other form gives you more than 2,900. Unless I'm forgetting something, but yeah, this is the only form that gives you 3,200 health. It used to be 3,500, I believe, in the showcase video from Rel, but it got nerfed, I believe. So yeah, Dangan, also insane. Very good. Actually, probably better than these if you can keep your distance. The second move is the only reason I say this. It has a short stun, so that's great. Transformation isn't the best. It's mostly the third move that's really good. Also, it has a counter, so yeah, there you go. I think only to melee though, so yeah. If you've seen this range on this, which I actually might show a little clip of the range on this skill. It is about the size. Okay, so if you've done any story missions, and you've done the one on top of the school, if you've done the mission on top of the school, it spawns the enemies by this tree that's by training logs. A set of 3 training logs, and yeah, okay, so if you've done that, and then you go up the tree that's right by those guys, you can see to the group of NPCs that spawns by, you know what, I might as well just try and get that. Nope, not on that mission. But you can see into this little shore. You can see this shore where a set of NPCs spawns. Now, if you use Springfield from there, it can land. You can hit them from there. And it is insane. Like, the absolute range you can get on this thing is just wild. Because, oh my god, man. You'd have to use it in order to see it. Really test out how much range that has. Because it can hit things from like a third of the way through the map or a fourth of the way across the map. So, yeah, keep that in mind if you ever fight somebody. Because they can run away from you and literally hit you from across the map. Pretty much. If you fight in like a Arena X or something like that, you can hit them from across the map. That's the only reason I really like it. Alright, next to the elemental ones. I'm not even going to go over these. Steam, Crystal. These are just not in any order. Ice, not lava. Mud, Nature, not Sand. Scorch. Scorch. Oh, that is definitely where that is. Explosion. Clay is... Where's Clay? Oh, okay, 175. But, I mean, it's not that they're bad. It's just compared to, like, half the things on this list, they're awful. Honestly, I think that Scorch should get set down to, like, a 1-6. It is not good at all. And anything else? Yeah, okay. This sand is actually really good. Paper. It's not better than sand. It's not better than... No. Sure. And... okay. I'm going to actually start going over them now. Atomic. The last move is actually a very good stun. And the reason I say this is because it like lasts for 3 or 4 seconds or something. So it's like on par with this stun, but like the damage on the rest of the moves are not that great. So, I mean, I'd say right behind you guys. So, yeah, that works. Next up, we have Gold Sand. Gold Sand, I don't even think that's great. I think it's actually quite bad. Let me double check as soon as, you know, this wants to start responding again. There we go. I was not paying attention. Okay, so... No, it's... yeah, no, that's not good. Again, I don't think that I need to explain any of these. They're just not that great. This might be... it's better than a Senko, at least. So, at least in my eyes. Apollo Sand used to be insane. Apollo Sand used to be, like, right here. Now, it's... there? Maybe? This is Iron Sand, if you didn't know. The third move used to be spikes that could, like, 2 or 3 shot any tailed beasts. Now it's just weird. The hitboxes on it don't work. The reason I say that is because their hitboxes are weird because they're above the floor, but half their hitbox isn't. And also, I think the Ninetales hitbox should really be fixed. It's insanely broken because you have this issue where you can't land any hits. And the same for Lava. Lava is better though, I will say. Probably even better than Sand. No, Sand has an infinite flight, never mind. But Lava's moves all burn and set them on fire. Or all lava and fire. I actually used to use this a lot in War. Now I don't because I use just, you know, better things. Literally half the stuff here is better. So, yeah. Apollo Sand used to be great. Used to be God tier for tailed beast fighting. Same for lava. No, not so much. Sand has an infinite flight, which is why I say it's really good. So, I mean, there you go. This is really good. It is a literally infinite flight. The block is cool as well. Personally, Gaara is my favorite character of Naruto Shippuden. Not so much normal Naruto. So yeah, that's also probably contributing to it. So let me explain this. First move, spawn orbs. Second move, throw an orb. Third move, you throw all orbs and they explode, dealing fire damage. All of these do fire damage. Or, well, burning damage, quote unquote. However, you are limited to using the first move in order to use any of these, and anyone who walks into you just deletes them. So, no, it's awful, and I think it should get a revamp. Or at least a better version of it, and then make this a 1 in 6. And it deserves to be in that spot. So, sorry to anyone who actually likes Scorch. If there's anybody out there that likes Scorch. Let me know. Let me know if you like Scorch, if you think it's a good thing. I'm not going to go over paper. Oh no, maybe I might as well. Sound. Okay. I guess I can close this now. Storm. If I remember correctly, the first move, not good. Second move, again, not good. Third move, lightning burst, if they use it. Yeah, no, not good. What is that, normal storm? Right here. Is it better than clay, though? No. Ashen storm. The C-spec is a very long stun. And all the lightning, all the electricity, the white electricity has a very long stun as well. So, better than Saberoo? Sure. Black Shock. It's pretty much the same as White Shock, or Ashen Storm. Except it has a stun floor. So, I mean, well, yeah. That does like 11,000 or something like that. It's pretty good. I'll put it right about here. Well, no, this is a much longer stun. And sure, that works. Clay. Clay is actually really good, if you know how to use it. Also, that is very weird, and I don't like the look of that. So, we're going to ignore that. First move... Wait, that's not the first move. What? Yeah, no, that isn't the first move. No. Huh? Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. The first move is really decent range move if you don't have anything better to use. Second move is kind of like Santa's Slay, if you've ever used that, or like Present Bomb. That subjutsu is really good, which I'll actually do a tier list for the sub abilities. And yeah, I mean, the nuke is really bad. I wish it got like a buff, like make it similar to the meteor from the moon staff. If you made it like that, which I know you can, and you might as well, because it'll just be better that way. The mode is a flight on a little beast that you use up your mode in order to actually use the range move. So yeah, flight's decent speed. I think it's like faster than normal flights like sand and stuff. Obviously, sand is like one of the slowest flight. English. But yeah, Bolt is actually insane. If I could clear it. Please. Thank you. Better than Kenichi? Yeah. AoE on that move is massive. Also, this is not what it looks like anymore. They fixed it back, I believe. Or if they didn't fix it back, here, let me double check. If it's the way it was originally, which I'll see right now. then it is insane. If it is not, which it is not, why did they change it to this? Ew. Okay, hold on, never mind that. This is... no. Yeah, right about there. If they actually left this the way that it used to be, then it would be great. However, no, they had to change it to this, whatever this is. This is the free, literally, okay, so you know how I was going on about, oh yeah, all the moves are just copy and paste of other ones. That is literally just a copy and paste of Azim Senko's third move. Or no, not the third move, second move. Literally, you even copied the text. Come on! Just leave it as the way it was originally. But, oh man, whatever, man. This is very good for war. Is it that rank, though? No. Is it better than Sengoku? No. Probably better than these. I could say it's better than that. So, yeah. Paper. I'm trying to get this rush, because I don't want to get over an hour for this. So, yeah. This is very similar to the explosion move, first move. This is not that great. Actually might lower the rank of paper to wherever it is. Yeah. Just because of that second move. Oh, there we go. The mode attack is decent. And then, this is actually a really good move of it. This does like 40,000 or something like that, if there's somebody in it. It might hit twice, maybe. I'm not too sure about that. But it's very decent. So, yeah. Try it out, I guess. Sound. Half these moves are just copied from other things. Doesn't have a transformation. Also, you can run into people with this and then it automatically uses it. But it does have an AoE. And it's decent. Oh, yeah. You know how I was explaining on how Ryan Akuma has a little Chidori that explodes? Literally just this move right here. This move is just a small explosion. It's just like the Chidori. So yeah. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no. That's an element. My bad. My bad. I thought we were going over elements as well. Guess not. This is just a... Most of these are just basic moves. This is hard to rank because it's not awful, but it's not good. Let's see. Is it better than those? I guess it could go right there. So, yeah. Would I change anything? Certainly not Steam. No. Nothing in F rank, I don't think. Again, this is all opinion, so if you think that, anything should be changed, if you have different opinions on this, it's fine, because my opinion is not rule. So, yeah, I think I feel satisfied with this. And, yeah, I mean, there's so many moves that are just copy and paste of other moves. Just take, Kenichi, for example. The first and third move are just a couple of taijutsus combined, which is cool, it's different. But it's just literally taijutsus copied, or just stitched together. Half of, I think, Dio Senko, Bankai Akuma, and like one other one, or two other ones, all have the exact same dodge, and they just have the same dodge, and then they just teleport back. So, it's up to you what you want to think. Be kind to others, and have a good day. Don't waste your time like I do.